Hey guys, welcome to this channel. My name is Louisa and I'm an English tutor and I specifically focus on IELTS. So today's lesson is about IELTS reading questions. I'm going to show you 15 different types of reading questions that can occur at your IELTS test. Some of them are very similar, so don't get scared by the number. You might be wondering why you need to know them all. Well, it's because the better you understand the test format, the easier it will be to answer those questions and the less time it will take. So it's really important that you are familiar with all of them. But before we get into the questions, I'm going to explain to you what a passage and a paragraph is. A passage is basically a text, an ordinary text or an article. And a paragraph is one part of it. A paragraph always starts with a new line and has several sentences in it. Now we can start talking about the questions themselves. The first type is true, false, not given. The task will give you several statements and you will need to decide whether the statement is true, that is correct, false, that is it's wrong or incorrect, and not given, that is, there is no information about it in the text. Another type of question is very similar to this. You have to answer yes, no, or not given. Again, choose yes if the statement is correct, choose no if the statement is wrong, that is incorrect, or not given if there is no information about it in the text. If you're taking paper-based IELTS, then you will have to write your answers on an answer sheet. Make sure you write full words, that is true or yes, and not just letter T or letter Y. Now we'll talk about several types of questions which you must answer by choosing words from a passage or a given list. Let's look at them one by one. Choose one word only from the passage for each answer. So you read a question, you go back to the text and choose the correct answer, and then you write the full word. Next, you might need to choose one word and or a number from the passage for each answer. Questions may look like gaps in phrases or sentences contained in a table. Words and or mean that the answer can be just one word, for example, avenue. It can be a word and a number, for example, avenue 22, or it can be just a number, 22. Another similar question looks like this. Choose no more than 2 words from the passage for each answer. You can see the gaps here, and each gap might contain from 1 to 2 words, but not 3, and there can't be a number. The next type of question is almost identical, except that in this case you need to choose no more than 3 words from the passage. So as you can see, it's all about the number of words. Now we're going back to one-word answers, but this time we're looking at a diagram. Choose one word from the passage for each answer. Similar to this is the task where you, again, label a diagram, but this time the number of words is no more than 2. There is one more task where you have to complete sentences with words, but the words don't come from a passage, they come from a box. Let's look at it. Complete the summary using the list of words A to L below. Write the correct letter A to L in boxes 27 to 31 on your answer sheet. Be careful that although you'll be completing the summary with words, you need to write only the corresponding letters, not the words and phrases themselves. Now let's look at matching tasks. First off, it's matching paragraphs with the correct headings. You get a list of headings, that is, names for paragraphs, and you must find the correct name for each paragraph in the text. Paragraphs are marked by letters A, B, C, D, etc. Remember, you have more headings than paragraphs, so some of them will not be used. Next matching task looks like this. Complete each sentence with the correct ending A to G below. Write the correct letter A to G in boxes 31 to 35 on your answer sheet. You need to complete each sentence with phrases given in the box. As you can see, you have more letters than questions, so some won't be used. All ideas come from the passage, obviously, so make sure they correspond to the information given to you in the passage. Now let's look at another matching exercise. Which paragraph contains the following information? There are phrases or sentences, and you must find which paragraph discusses each piece of information. As you can see on this page, the test itself tells you that you may use any letter more than once. Another matching task requires you to match a statement with the name of a person. A list of names is given in a box, and you need to understand who said what according to the text. By the way, in this task, sometimes the same name of a person can be used several times because one person can have several ideas presented in the text. So it all depends on the passage. Moving on to multiple choice questions. You have options A, B, C, D to choose from, and there is only one correct answer. Sometimes these questions may refer to the whole passage, so in order to answer them, you need to read the whole text. But sometimes they may refer only to individual paragraphs, so you just need to read one paragraph in order to answer that particular question. A question like this says, for example, according to the sixth paragraph. This means you need to look only at paragraph 6 to answer this question. And finally, there can be a question where you will have to choose two answers. Let's have a look. Questions 25 and 26. Choose two letters, A to E. Write the correct letters in boxes 25 and 26 on your answer sheet. On what point do Hunt and Lippo disagree with a diamond? So you choose one letter for question 25 and another letter for question 26. The order doesn't matter. So we have talked about all 15 different types of questions that can come up at your IELTS reading test. Make sure you have enough practice with each of them. If you do Cambridge IELTS series from 10 to 16, you will definitely meet them all. And most importantly, always read instructions carefully. Then you'll be fine. I hope it was useful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!